Topic here. Sweden says it could deport up to 80,000 asylum seekers. Wow. Here we go, guys.
That's a lot. God damn, after the way they've been going.
Oh, not really right.
Let's talk about the Swedish plan to expel 80,000 failed asylum seekers. Tell us more about that.
It's not perhaps as dramatic as it sounds. Basically, if you file for asylum in Sweden and you don't get accepted, then you are going to have to leave, and you either do that voluntarily or you'll be deported, and that is the policy. Last year, though, of course, the number of asylum seekers has risen hugely, more than doubled in Sweden, and that means that they'll have many more who will have to be deported, and that's why they're now announcing that they might be having to look at chartering aircraft, for example, to take those who haven't been granted asylum out of the country. But this won't happen immediately. This process takes a long time. Seeking asylum takes a long time, and for that application then to be rejected and then to decide how you're going to leave. So we're not going to see charter flights full of refugees leaving over the next few weeks. This is just over the next few years. You can expect to see 60 to 80,000 asylum seekers who've been rejected asylum leaving from Sweden.
Unbelievable, man, right? Unbelievable. It's amazing the influx.
It doesn't surprise me, Joe. Yeah. I mean, this isn't a new thing for Sweden whatsoever. Because they've been doing this for years.
It's not new in the EU either over the last 4 or 5 years.
Well, no, but Sweden has been an exception. They have a very open door policy, or they have had. And this is what this news story is about, is that they're now deciding that this might not probably be a good idea.
Wasn't Sweden like one of the ones that always took in the most, like right off the bat?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they were. Now they're starting to feel, the reaction when it comes to their locals. You know what I mean? They're seeing this influx, and they see the damage that is happening here. I'm like, we just saw, what was it, 2 weeks ago, where a girl was helping out children. She had this asylum. She had this house for asylum seekers, and a lot of these kids that came in there, they had no parents when they came over here. They were by themselves, no family. And then you had a 15-year-old that was 6 foot tall stab a 22-year-old worker, and she died. And this was in Sweden. It's pretty sad. I'm like, people just need to go out there and research this shit. It's out there.
All the information is there. It doesn't. All you need to be is a slight Google ninja. And you will find this information really easily, just like I did when I read the Young Turks story on the Oregon thing. It's really easy to find this information out. It's not difficult. Just to get a more balanced opinion on these things. It's not. I'm not saying don't believe the Young Turks, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying look at that and then contrast it with a more balanced news story where a news organization has gone out there and actually talked to these people, like some news organizations have when it comes to the migrant crisis, if you want to call it that. It's not a fucking migrant crisis anyway. It's just economic migrants is what it is, for the most part.
Yeah, they're there for the money, man. They want their fucking money, and we've seen videos.
Yeah, they're skipping all these other countries and going to ones that have the welfare state.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that the massive influx of these so-called refugees or asylum seekers, and the damage that they're doing. You see what happened in Germany on New Year's Eve, where what was it, 1,000 of them, and now it's up to like 800 some cases of sexual abuse.
Yeah, we're not going to hear about that.
It's like you're not going to hear about that. Yeah. You're not going to hear about that shit. And
who cares about those women?
This is going to go down history as, to be honest with you, the Muslim migration of 2015, 2016, 2017 maybe. It's going to go down history, and the damage will be noted very well. So people can go back in history.
Now you say that, Joe. Okay, the actual migration, the migration will be definitely historic.
Yeah.
Okay, but the abuse that's gone on will not be historic, because you won't even fucking hear about it. You will hear about that. You won't hear about it.
Yeah.
But even the people,
major media is maybe
covered up by the media and the government on purpose.
You're true. You're right on that, because Sweden has a policy. I think it's Sweden or Norway. Correct me here, where if a Muslim or anybody, they don't actually note the race or the ethnicity of the person, the attacker. Right? Is it Sweden? Right?
Sweden. Certain countries that don't indicate it. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't indicate, like who the attacker was, ethnicity.
Yeah.
Or
And they also
I get you don't
strangely
want to.
enough- I'm sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you don't want to like single out a population, but you still do actually want to kind of single out a population so you know exactly who's committing what goddamn crimes.
And you're starting to
very
see
weird.
now that even the citizens over there, they're starting to get fed up with it now too.
Oh yeah, and that's going to be our last topic here in Calais, I think it is France.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's where the residents scuffle with a pro-migrant rally, and most of those people you'll see are Muslims, of course, or
Yeah,
Migrants.
and, you know, we got
Brown. They're definitely
the
brown,
brown
Joe.
people. Yeah.
if they're economic migrants, why the hell would we keep letting them in droves? If they're actual asylum seekers and they're actual refugees from war zones, then they'd be more humane to help them, but not at the expense of causing problems to yourself. Obviously, it would be less. It's less cost, of course, to settle them into a nearby culture that's more
Appropriate.
compatible.
Yeah, compatible.
with compatible at their current. I mean, if you want to try to, because you're going to try to bring them over here, and you have to try to slowly integrate them, or you have to try to quickly integrate them. That doesn't usually go too well, especially if there's a certain, if they do have certain extreme views. Even if they don't have extreme views, they still have to get used to the whole Western culture, and they have to get used to certain things. The fact that Sharia is not law at all.
Yeah.
There's certain things. It's just the differences, and you're going to try to push it really quickly, and it's not going to end well. And that's why I think it better if it was more funding of the surrounding areas that have more compatible views, more compatible culture. Then obviously like Sunnis with Sunnis, and even if they're still going to conflict, but try to get the best situation there, then try to bring them over here, cost even more money, and then a lot of them unfortunately are on welfare too, which brings even more money. And there's no guaranteed jobs. What are you going to do? You're going to give them a job doing what? How they can? It's like a whole shit show. And how
And
you're
it
going
really
to
puts
actually
us-
get them established here.
Yeah.
It really puts a strain on their economies as well.
Yeah, that too. And the thing about this that people don't realize, and there's a lot of stories out there about it, is it's culture shock for these people. It's going to be hard for them to assimilate to secular law or Western law, civilizations. It's really hard for them to do so. And what is happening now, we see in Sweden, Norway, and also Germany is doing this, is where they're having classes for the males, where they're putting them in these classes and showing them how to treat women. Like,
And handing
you don't
out
do this.
pamphlets in
feminist
Germany, telling them not to write.
Yeah, the feminist rape classes that we all heard about in colleges because all white males
dude.
need it.
Don't hand out any pamphlets.
Yeah.
Okay, no
Pamphlets.
pamphlets. Those flits ain't gonna pan themselves.
But
Joe, before you play this clip, I just want to make a point here that these people, right? Because I have seen this clip. These people who are like, I guess in the video, trying to be portrayed as aggressive. These are the people that live there and have lived there for many, many years. I'm not saying that they live in a particularly good area of Calais, because they probably don't. Right? Calais is a border town, basically. It's where everybody comes through and always has done, but it's usually from England. If you went on a school trip, if you lived in England in the 70s, you will go on a school trip to Calais, right? And you'll go visit a little cafe and you'll buy some brie, and you might buy something for your mom, and then you'll come home, right? And it was just a border town. It was very, very nice looking. And now, if you look at it, I mean, let the video speak for itself. This was just a nice town where you could just go to a really nice supermarché and buy some French things that you probably couldn't buy in England. And now it's a fucking disgrace. Play the video, Joe.
It
Seriously.
does look run down when you look at it.
Yeah,
Play
that's
the video, dude.
Yeah, that video is going to be
Seriously.
after our second break here, which we're going to take here now. But
Okay, cool.
and
I'm
then
sorry.
we got a topic before that. Our next topic is going to be man sells his testicle for $35,000. A little entertaining, little comedic type of video. Entertaining. We got to make you guys laugh a little bit. And then, of course, the last topic there, Anthony, is what you stated: Calais residents scuffle with pro-migrant rally. One draws a rifle. So, and I got something.
We are somewhat disorganized guys, so I'm sorry for that.
It's okay, Anthony. You'll get into the loops here soon, or the loop, I should say. But yeah, I mean, like, this is the issue that that we talk about. That I will say this: the regressive left doesn't want to talk about. You know, because in America, or at least for America, they don't understand because it's not happening here yet. Okay, when you look at what is happening in the EU, in Europe, it's fucking happening. I just made a video about the atrocities on what is happening there in the past 9 days. It's fucking sickening to me that there's going to be people out there that are going to ignore what I say. And they're going to downvote a video. That's why I said, if you're a humanist, you will watch this video and understand what is happening over there. If you don't like it, I'll ban you. I don't give a fuck. And let me know why you disagree with me. But it's just so sad that people don't get it. They don't understand it.
Fuck these people.
And they don't understand what Islam is about.
You know, like you said in one of your videos, Joe, you have the rape culture going on as well.
Well, that's the point I want to bring up. But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Grant.
Yeah, and you brought up a good question in it. You know, where are the feminists at in this?
Correct.
You know, why are they, up in arms screaming about this?
This is the real rape culture that they will deny.
They're a bit no. They're up in arms because
they're brown people.
Because we're trying to say that all the refugees are bad. Every single
which
one.
Which we're not. Hashtag not all.
And we're trying to pin it on refugees when we should pin it on all men.
No,
it is really sad, and that's another point. Thank you, Grant. That I made my video about that. Is like, where's the feminists at on this fucking issue, man? What about Germany? Jesus Christ, where are the feminists when it came to that shit? When what was it? The mayor?
No, seriously, they were blaming they were blaming the victims.
They were blaming the females that they should address appropriate for the culture change. Fuck you.
Yeah, some of them. Some of them were actually,
Fuck that shit.
Some of them were doing that. Some, let's teach them. Well, maybe we should do them at arm's length. What the fuck?
Yeah, did you hear that shit?
Prevent them from doing this shit.
Yeah.
Or respond to the fact that they actually are doing it. I mean, that's what. Like, I see these stories. Like, yeah, that wouldn't happen here because, well,
they probably get shot.
We'll go into that's I guess the easiest thing to say is that wouldn't happen here because we really like firearms.
Exactly. That's why I said they would probably get shot. But all right, guys, let's get on to our break here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, everybody. And please,
give me some more money.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, give us money.
I'm quite nice.
We like money.
If you want to pay me some money to Joe, I'll talk to you.
Oh, here we go.
An hour.
Oh, here we go.
If you want.
This is to us, not me, man. Fuck, this is ours.
No, the money goes to Joe, and then it goes to the Skeptic fans, and then
it goes to equipment and all that shit, and
all that shit. I've had to pay out. I've had to buy this
Reason Rally.
See this fucking thing?
Yeah, look what he
I had
just
to buy this fucking thing.
So Grant put out some money for the show too. Look at him, man. Oh shit, look at that microphone. Damn. It looks like a big black fucking dildo.
Like mine. It's the same one.
Hey, my white guilt set in. I had to.
It looks like a nigger dick. Oh fuck! I'm sorry, guys.
So
yeah. All right, guys. Let's take a little break here, guys. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Stay tuned. Our next two topics: man sells his testicle for $35,000, and our last topic is Cali residents scuffle with pro-migrant rally. One draws a rifle. We'll be right back.